Good evening and welcome to the Hobby Corner with your host Kev. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're feeling cool, feeling good, ready to chill out, relax, to some hobby hangout, chill, chat, maybe get some paint on something. Yeah, let me know in the chat how you doing and what you're all up to, and yeah, let me know how's it all going as well. So oh, Daniel Brown, thank you for subscribing. Cheers, buddy. Welcome to the Hobby Corner crew. I say that, you know, the name is a work in progress, but I think I've pretty much settled on it now. So I hope you can hear me okay. I've swapped a few bits around just to make the most of the setup and stuff like that. But yeah, let me know how you're all doing. What you all up to tonight? What you got plans, hobby-wise or other, for this evening? What you've been up to for the whole week, and more importantly, what you're up to this weekend as well. As is tradition, we within the first couple of minutes, we like to say hello to the early birds, just to make you guys feel super special. So without further ado, let's hop in and say, oh look, I'm first in my own chat. Wow. That's what I get for not parading it around as much. We also got Void Captain Bazooka in the chat. How you doing, bro? We've got Andrew Milligan. How you doing, mate? We've got Dare to Tread. New here, but still, good evening. Oh, well, good evening to you, mate. And of course, Daniel Brown, our new subscriber as well. How you doing, mate? Thank you again for subscribing. And we got Lupus Canis in the chat as well, and he's going to be lurking tonight. Good. Sound is cool. Excellent. If you see, like, I've got these like weird little package phone things. I've got a couple stuck behind the microphone so it doesn't catch the echo from behind it. Some, you know, like sound quality on the cheap, but it's not bad, eh? It doesn't stop the sound bouncing around the rest of the room, but you know, who cares? Anyways, what you're up for, what you really tuned in for, is to see a Black Templar get painted, right? Am I right? Hey, Bad Fish, how you doing, mate? So that's what the poll said yesterday. I know I did it a day early. It's crazy, but I was like, do you wanna see me finish off the Black Templar that I started last weekend? Do you want to see me paint Necrons or tackle all this stuff that's up here? And you guys overwhelmingly said finish the bloody Captain from issue 5 as a Black Templar. So there we go. There he is in all his glory. Absolute beaut. And also, I know it's been a while, so tonight I want to do at 9 o'clock, not 9 o'clock, at 10 o'clock, I want to do the community focus. So if you haven't already, you can either send on on Facebook. Wow. Yeah. If you want if you want to send your work in progress or your finished version of this chat, there you go, on Facebook, you can. If you haven't got me on Facebook, then you can always pop over to the Fauxhammer Discord. I can pop a link in there actually. Let me just get the link. And in the Imperium magazine thingamabob, I've asked people to drop their pictures in there, and if you haven't got him yet, then of course, like the closest equivalent. So if you got the Lieutenant, go ahead. If you didn't bother with the Space Marines, you went for the Necrons, and show me your Royal Warden, or if you got Necron Lord even. So you got until 10 o'clock, so plenty of time to get your pictures up. And since I've got so much stuff running in the background, it's going to take a second before I get in. What's new? I don't mind. I don't care what's new. That's how little I use Discord on the laptop. I'm a very antisocial person, to be honest. give me a thumbs up in the chat if you're if you are also quite antisocial when it comes to you know, social media and stuff. There we go. I got it. I got the link. There we go. There you go. So that should take you straight there. And bada bing bada boom. You can join in all the fun there as well. So let's just get some tunes on. There we go. Let's get back to painting. Let's get started with painting. But first of all, let's see what everyone's up to. So, Andrew saying he's no longer the new guy, but what time for hobby corner? Hey, love it. We also got what's he doing? He's procrastinating this week, but Netflix binge tomorrow night and working on the Griffin Sunday. Nice. I can't wait to see those pictures, mate. Dan Brown, he's got issue 5 Captain this week, hopefully this weekend. Yeah, I'm still waiting for my delivery. It's going to be my last delivery with Imperium directly, and then I'll be buying the issues from the shop, hopefully, as and when people want to sponsor an issue. So you can always sponsor an issue. There will be a link put up by Nightbot. You know, you can make a straight up donation through this Streamlabs link, and just make sure you put in the message that it's for the Imperium magazine, or you can even go over to the wish list on what's it call it, Forbidden Planet. There's a link in the description below somewhere, and just buy one. But I think it'd be better if you just make the donation. You can even do it through Buy Me a Coffee as well. You make the donation and then I've got the money straight away, and you don't have to pay the postage then, which is, you know, a win for you guys as well. And yeah, you'll get a massive shout out and everything, and a whole episode dedicated to your awesomeness. So yeah, what have we got here? Void Captain, he's saying hopefully be finishing his Rogue Trader style Salamanders Marine. That's been, yeah, you've been working on it for a couple of weeks now, but it's absolutely looking fantastic. So definitely, if you haven't already, and you got Instagram, follow Void Captain Bazooka, because he does some mad stuff with plastic art and like really intricate detail, really microscopic detail. It's absolutely mad. So yeah. Oh, Lupus Canis reminding everyone to smash that like button, of course, if you haven't already. It helps the channel, helps the algorithm, it does all that fantastic stuff, but mostly it just gives me a little ego boost. So, you know, for the ego boost alone. Let's see what we've got here. You as a pro, Hev Pro 20p, exactly. So where are we going? Yeah, we know you deleted your face, but you don't have to remind me every time, mate. Lupus just reminding us that he's antisocial in life. That's okay, man. I think we all are a little bit. He's still working on his drop fleet. That's cool, man. I can't wait to see how that looks when it's done. And Dead Tread is finishing his Oryx from Dominion. Amazing models in the set so far. Excellent. I can't wait to see how you're getting on with that as well, mate. So let's get on with it, shall we? Yeah, let's get on with it. So last time I did the robes and I did the armor. I did the armor first, and it was all dry brushes. And then Boffnet was very kind, and he suggested that once I did all the dry brushing, I'd do a shade all over with Agrak Surf Shade, and it did help to bring the light down a bit. So you got a nice subtle grey highlight on there, but it keeps the shadows dark, and the armor looks better than black, right? Because as we know, in order to paint black, you don't paint black, and in order to paint white, you don't paint white. And then of course we did the cape and the plasma bit there, but I didn't do the rest of that either. So what I'm going to do is just pop a bit of white in there and start filling in the details. Might do the blades actually, because I really like doing fancy blades. And then finish up on the face as well, because of course we stopped just after I did the eyes and the little Templar tattoo, which is a little bit wonky, but it's not too bad. I've been thinking maybe doing a scar going across his eye. It's not a difficult thing to do, but we'll walk you through it as we do it, so you guys can learn at the same time. Oh, just conked my tooth on my on my hot bin juice. All right. Okay. Oh, Boy Captain, in with the question. What is your favourite type and degree of corner? Tight corners at 30 degrees or 45? I'm a simple man. I like a nice 45-degree angle on my corner, because it means that I can have 4 straight walls. So I want all my corners to be 45 degrees. So nice straight walls. It's great for fitting furniture in. Don't want wonky walls. Yeah. So it makes carpeting easier. I don't want. What the hell do you want me to do with that question? Thank you very much, mate. Okay, so well, I got a whole pile of paints here. I bundled them all into little baskets, so I knew where I was going with them, what I was doing with them, so I didn't misplace them. Now I'm gonna water down this white scar just a bit. So I want it to all in there, like so. And I don't mind it going a little bit messy, just not too messy. Like that. And then we could work on the plasma glow after. So some people have not really fancied the version of him without the helmet. Or the pose. It's an interesting pose, it really is. Especially because he is kind of looking up as he's raising his sword. It kind of looks like he's defending himself against something, but what exactly? I mean, unless you put him against something bigger than him, he does look a bit odd. That is a fair point. Okay, so that should do. It was an acute one. Get out of it. Good to see you, Buffnet. Hope you're well. Let's know what you're working on. Okay. I'm gonna put some white scar in the eye lens as well. And we'll come back to those later. If you ever just spill over, you can always just use a wet, clean brush to clean it up while it's fresh. And just go back over it again. The most difficult thing about painting on camera is remembering that you're on camera while you're painting. Making sure that the angle is just right so everyone can see what you're doing, because especially if you've got the. I was tinkering with whether or not to have autofocus turned off, but the thing is, because I'm moving it closer and then further away a lot, I kind of need the autofocus unless I'm going to keep sliding the focus bar over, and that's just long. So, yarp. Oh, there you go, you got a new follower, mate. Give him a moustache. You know what? He kind of looks like he's set up for one, actually, isn't he? He kind of looks like he could do with one. You know what I mean? Actually, I need to make that eye look a little less serious. He looks a bit startled, like, what did you say? There's how many heretics? By the Emperor. And this side is just like, oh, can you just get on with it already? By the Emperor. I'm bored already. Oh, that's a good corn choice. Boffnet coming in saying it was an cute one. There you go. Dan is displeased with the pose. Debated chopping and changing, but left. Ah, that's cool, man. Oops. You're not happy with the molded smurf. Yeah, but to just to clarify, right? You don't need those three. You can just use them as practice, because you get squads of 5 and squads of 10 later on, and they're just going to be an odd 3. So you can paint them as ultramarines, and then have the rest of your army painted as your chosen chapter, and just have those 3 tagging along as you play through the scenarios. Like your objective is to protect the last 3 ultramarines in the sector, sort of thing. You know what I mean? Just something daft like that. All right. So you know what? Actually, screw this. Let's do a bit. I know we're supposed to be painting this dude, and we will. But now I really want to. I really want to paint. There we go. We've got Abaddon, and we'll go Rhinox hide, and maybe Baneblade Brown. Yeah, Baneblade Brown. Baneblade Brown. I saw someone give him eyebrows before. that really cracked me up. He looked like he was sort of caught halfway through putting his makeup on for a drag show. I've entered an assault marine painting competition, so I might get creative with all 3. Ah, nice one. Okay, so I got a little bit of Abaddon black, right? Let's just lay the shadow down for this. All right. I'm laughing like a little kid. All right, I'm definitely gonna need to adjust the focus manually. All right, there we go. Look at that, that's sharp, right? Okay. Now, what kind of mustache should we go for? Should we go for a Burt Reynolds kind of mustache, or more of those curly whisper ones? I'm a Smurf fanboy. What are you on about? Go black, 2 more free marines from the LGS. Oh, you could as well. Definitely. You get a free one for doing the intro painting thing, and then you can get another free one from this month's free mini. Job done. And Oliver Hardy. No, not doing a Hitler, Tash. It's a proper grumpy looking face. Well, thank you very much, Rich, and welcome to the show. Tom Selleck stash. Yes, okay, there we go. Really bushy, yeah? Really bushy. Okay. I'm gonna need a reference just to get it right. Tom Selleck, love it. Fucking legend. Beautiful. Oh yeah, okay. Here we go. We're doing it. We're committed. It's going to be the young Tom Selleck of the 41st millennium. I'd have to do his eyebrows as well then. It's so pushy. Okay. Ah, alright, calm down. Calm down. It's only a tash. Right. Okay. Got good base there. There we go. Right. So that's, but we want to get a bit of brown on there. Right. So that let's do the eyebrows. Oh. He's got to have eyebrows. This room is too warm. He's got kind of curved eyebrows, isn't he? Alright. Let's just zoom out a little. Let's sort of focus out a little bit. There we go. Oh my days. What am I doing? There you go, he's got the Tom Selleck eyebrows as well. Okay, so now we've got to give it some texture, otherwise it's going to look quite flat. So, need a tinier brush. Christ. What am I doing? A full Magnum PI Tash. Don't say that, man. Counts as Burt Reynolds Tash. Yeah, there you go. Let's water it down a bit, 'cause we're gonna need that. Okie dokie. Well, it's really dramatic music for what it is. Goddamn orcs. Okay. In the grim darkness of the 41st millennium, there is only Tash. I'm kind of stippling in very short lines. We're trying to sort of stay on the Abaddon Black that I put down. Oh yeah, that beard looks bushy. There we go. Sweet. Right. So, how's that? Hey. Oh, there you go. That's what you get on this show. Some family friendly lols. I say family friendly, I mean like, you know, plenty of effing and blinding, but like I just realised that I'm not going to be able to do the scar over the eye because that means painting back over the damn eyebrow. I should have left a gap in it. Okay, so let's like an Italian plumber. It's a me, heretic. I'll kill you. I'll kill you all. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, alright, this hair is doing my nutting. There we go. Okay, so let's get... I'm still not over it. Alright, let's get some paint down, shall we? Right, just get the lead belcher bits plugged in and then we'll get the gold plugged in. Tiny bit of water. I never want to water it too much because then it starts splitting. Well, it's a splitting headache. I'll try and be as neat as I can, but I'm not too worried about being overly neat. So I'll need to touch all this up anyway. So, there we go. So, I was watching Eons of Battle earlier, because he put up a new video, and his main topic of discussion was whether or not Games Workshop participates in FOMO sort of kind of marketing, and I think for the most part he said that they don't, but the thing is they really do. So I disagree on it. I know they do, it's clever marketing and all that, but apart from the odd mini hero there that they later on release, a lot of the time it's it is sort of designed as FOMO, you know, like there are exclusives and stuff that you can miss out on, like the special books as well, limited edition stuff and all that. And when anything is limited number, I know they limit it because, you know, they don't want to have extra stock of it because it costs a lot to produce, but at the same time it creates this false economy where people get their hands on it, and there are some people out there who don't care if they have to go to a scalper to get it because they don't want to miss out on it, and they'll pay over the odds for the privilege. And I think it's nice having limited edition stuff, you know, that's part of marketing, you know. You charge a little bit extra for a bit extra quality on the products and stuff, and for the most part that's okay, but it definitely can leave some people feeling a little bit disenchanted, you know what I mean. What have we got in here? Looks like a peed off JJ Jameson. I should give him grey hair. Dare to tread. Wow. Offer GW's marketing over the last 2 years has been dialed in, getting people. Yeah, it's true. Yeah. Just look at the limited edition Space Marine available. We spent 150. Yeah. The thing is, though, what they have started doing, which I appreciate now, is they've started to bring back the limited edition or limited release minis as like a last chance to buy sort of thing, like further down the line. So they'll use it to motivate people for events or for birthdays or whatever, but then they've gone like, okay, for a limited time you can buy it now, and there's no limit to it apart from whether or not you've got the cash handy to get it. So in that sense, I find that's a bit fairer, and that might have been down to some heavy feedback from the community. But yeah, at the end of the day, it's still money in their pocket, isn't it? FOMO is the fear of missing out. Mr. Lupus. How dare a private company in a capitalist society have the audacity to advertise? Yeah. Yes, how dare they advertise their products? Don't they realise that's exactly how capitalist like economies work, and how companies prosper? The whole argument of they want to know how many to make is a load of rubbish. They've got years and years of numbers and a lot of people who are very smart. It's true. You can get a good idea of production qualities without having. Yeah, I don't really go for limited edition stuff anymore. I have no value to it anymore. It's once upon a time when Games Workshop were releasing a new miniature like once every 6 months. Like you talk about deep in the 90s, right? When they were only just exploring plastic minis, but the majority was still in pewter or white metal, what they call it. And whenever they had a a limited edition miniature or something, it felt more special because it was a lot rarer, and it was to mark a special moment in the time, you know. As things have sped up over the years, production sped up, turnover sped up, the rate at which things are being released is crazy. It's diminishing how special that felt to get one of those miniatures. Like for example, Games Day, you got an exclusive miniature. So it was kind of like a badge of honor. You went to Games Day, and that was the one event that you could get this certain miniature, and then you never ever saw it again. And that made it feel more special. And it wasn't like a very exclusive event, because it was a whole weekend, and it was very, very, it was huge. They filled I remember the first one I went to was in Birmingham. I think it was the Birmingham Arena. I can't remember what it's called. But yeah, that place filled to the brim, and yeah, it felt more special to get that limited edition miniature. And now it's just a bit, the specialness. I mean, that could just be a show of my age. You know, like getting a bit wiser as I get older, knowing that I don't really need it, knowing that it's more readily available now as well. But at the same time, I don't know. Let me know what you think in the chat, guys. Let's see what we've got here. Right, Marines, and they shall know no FOMO. Days of blisters, yes. Kev, just FYI for you, pewter and white metal are two different metals. Yes, I know they're two different, like, just yeah, move. Yeah, they just churn out exclusives too frequently now, and it's yeah, it's just lost all its specialness. So what? Hang on 1 second. The wife has just sent me a message. Right, so what have I missed? I think it's time to fill in all the gold details now, right? Gold. Always believe in your soul. You have the power to know. I just can't get over it. Hang on, let's just put auto on. Get me, Spider-Man! Alright. Okay. Let's get some painting done. Hey, Kerry Commissar, how you doing, mate? GW never used pewter. Okay, fair enough. I was corrected. Right, so what was I doing? I got loads of details in there to fill out. It's all going to be in gold. Annoyingly. So let's just start filling it out. So I got my Retributor. Evening, Different Gear TV. How you doing, bruv? How you doing? Hope you're well. Let us know what you're doing tonight. You just chilling out? What you up to this weekend? How was your week? You know the drill. Have a good old chinwag. I've just been discussing about FOMO, and also the chat decided like he should look a bit more like Tom Selleck, so I painted on a Tom Selleck style tash and eyebrows, and he kind of looks a bit more like James Jonah Jameson now, with a tattoo on his head. Like, get me, Spider-Man! So yeah, that's been the thing. Oh no, I got rid of the focusing. Ah, come on. Here we go. Come back to me. Oh, Luke Roberts got here late but made it. Working on bases from a new. Ooh, nice. Awesome, man. See, I already got those aggressors with Conquest, so I didn't, you know, I'm more bummed out that I missed the issue than the miniatures. Because you know, I've got the easy to build with the Flamestorm Gauntlet things, and I've got the proper kit where you can actually have the Boltstorm gauntlets and the little grenade launchers on the backs. So I've got 6 of the dudes, but what I need is the issue so I can do the video for my next sponsor, because I have actually got the issue 6 and issue 7 sponsored already. So of course, if you want to sponsor an issue, you can use one of the donation tabs in the description below, or Nightbot will throw one up, and just make sure that you put it in the little description, the little note, sorry, what it's for. And yeah, you get the whole episode dedicated just to you. Ah, that's what happens when it's warm and you're using blue tack. Yeah, it's fine, I can hold on to the blue tack. So I watched Black Widow yesterday, finally, and I have to say, it was a solid movie. You know, not like tons of shock and awe or anything like that, but it was a solid Marvel movie. You know, it didn't blow me away, but it was enjoyable. But I think it really should have been much earlier. Like, I know it got delayed in the first place, and then it got delayed because of COVID. And it kind of felt like the rawness of her sacrifice had already diminished. But essentially the whole movie was just to set up her sister for future movies. No spoilers, but yeah. It's been 3 months now, guys, you know. I think it's fair to say if you were going to see it, you would have seen it already. So I feel no regrets if I spoiled that for you. go. That looks alright, doesn't it? So what have we got there? Give me pictures of heretics. Love it. The aggressors only have the flame options though. Yeah, you have to get the full kit in order to have the other options, because those are the easy to build ones. But to be honest, they were perfect against the Death Guard when they were using Poxwalkers, because of course Flamers against little horde units work better. So yeah. I'm not too fast, I just like options. That's fair enough. I'm gonna convert mine to bolts, no flamey, full ultras. Fair. Just got back from old battle cruiser, a couple of pints and a burger. Now attempting to paint a T-Rex skull for my nephew. It's going, oh nice. Don't know if I can take a recommendation from a Smurf lover. So, get out of it. Venom 2 is pretty good. Is that out? I haven't been proper cinema in ages. Hey! Leafos in the chat. How you doing, man? How is the most handsome lad live right now? As in, how am I live? Or as in, how am I as the most handsome lad live at this precise moment? Or either way, good. And I pushed a button. Yeah, no one cares about Black Widow since she was off in Endgame. Her story was too late, but with her not being able to fight the bad guy, because we stink until she breaks her nose is done. Well, yeah, I would have believed more psycho conditioning rather than hormones, but yeah, they went with what they went with. Didn't take her much to overcome that either. And there was a lot of I remember there was a lot of uproar for swapping the gender of the why can't I remember words? Words are a thing from what is the name? What is the name of the bad guy, or bad girl rather, who can mimic the moves? I can't remember. It's a Taskmaster? It's not Taskmaster, no. It's I can't remember for the life of me. But yeah, a lot of people got a bit upset about that, but you know, who cares? Right. That's a fancy bullet getting painted up. But yeah, I mean, it was, like I said, it was enjoyable to watch if you're just watching it for the sake of watching it. Doesn't add huge amounts of stuff to the wider Marvel universe. It just, you know, like I said, introduces another character into you know, future projects. And that was it, really. But yeah, I honestly do think it would have gone down better. Not even pre-pandemic, just if it was timed better, you know? Like if it was released just after Endgame, rather than Spider-Man, and then you had Spider-Man come out. But yeah, is what it is. It is Taskmaster. Yeah, okay, I was right. Hey Raven, how you doing, mate? Hope you're all good. How are you, the most handsome lad that is live at this moment? Okay, I got you. Plus with Ray Winston in a movie, you know it's gonna be oh that's harsh. That is harsh. Yeah, but harsh. Right, let's get this cross painted up. So I still need to see Shang-Chi, but I'm all caught up with my Marvel TV, and I have to say the final episode of What If, yeah, I enjoyed that. That was fun, and the whole point of the What If series is just to have fun, you know. But they also set up some possibilities that might crop up in other TV shows, or you know, little hints will probably get dropped in movies and stuff. So the whole point of this, because you know, like we already knew Thanos was the big bad for you know, Avengers in the first place, right? It was always gearing up to the Infinity War, and now it's going to be gearing up to Kang the Conqueror, and it's going to be tons of craziness going on there, and lots of shenanigans is going to ensue with multiverses and time traveling and stuff like that. So I can't wait for it. And then of course, you know, you got Spider-Man coming out soon. I'm very interested on how they're going to approach Black Panther 2. Because well, the lead actor is no longer with us, and I can't remember if he had done some scenes, or none at all, and I'm not sure if they're going to be like doing what they did with previously deceased, or you know, like actors who've aged out of their roles, like with Luke Skywalker in The Mandalorian, or you know, if they're gonna do a thing like they did with Leia in The Rise of Skywalker, you know. Haven't really kept up to date with that. But it'll be interesting to see how that movie turns out. Getting all these base golds down. Looking forward to some hobby this weekend. Nice. I think they'll kill his character off, and the next person in line will take the Black Panther suit. Yeah, I think they might be giving it to his sister. Though a lot of people have been saying give it to Killmonger. You know, like have him have a redemption arc sort of thing. I don't know. It'll be interesting. It's just a shame because he did do the role quite well, and I think it'd be very hard to find someone who would have fit that role better. I think that's one thing that Marvel have done really well with is their casting. Um, so you can hate on a lot of things they do, but you can't hate on the casting because the casting. I can't even say 9 times out of 10. I'd have to say 29 times out of 30. They nail it. And that once out of 30 they'll just be off a little bit. Skulls everywhere. Right, let's get busy. Ah, you know what? I'm gonna do the whole bit at the back gold. Why not? Let's go crazy. Should have done it in Live Voucher, but screw it. Just doing the front of it though, I'm not going to do the sides. Because you know, it's painted, so it can be painted however you want it to be painted. And it don't really matter. Right. See what they pull out of the bag. Yes, let's have a look. See, so we have for Captain said now all the next Marvel movies are going to be trash now, especially the multiverse nonsense. I mean, it's going to be hard to beat because you're emotionally invested in the entirety of the Marvel universe for a whole decade, and now it's starting afresh. You know, with some characters still there, but not as big a part as they were. So there's going to be overlap, but it's not gonna feel the same. I understand that. I thought she'd be sacked off because of some anti-van. Oh, I don't know if she has been sacked or not. Yeah, I don't know. I think the biggest discussion now is I don't know. It's a tricky subject because it doesn't matter how diplomatic you are about the conversation and how how many viewpoints you take in. People always push you to take a stance one way or another, and that becomes more divisive and more damaging in the long run. and it's starting to become an us and them situation, and we know from history that the whole us and them thing doesn't play out well. Look at look at any genocide, look at any impoverished country, any civil wars, look at world wars, you know, the whole us and them thing where you end up dehumanizing the other people because they disagree with you at first, and now they are the bad ones, they're the enemy. And because of that, I mean, like, it even happened with the elections in America, and that spilled over into our politics, for Christ's sake. And that was a clusterfuck. So, yeah, no, it's just not worth it. People are going to make the decisions, and they're either going to decide that they want to take the vaccine, or they're going to decide that they're not going to take the vaccine. And it doesn't matter how much you scream and shout at people, you're not going to change their minds. If anything, pushing people harder is not going to change their minds. It's going to make them more entrenched in their belief. So I think it needs to be a more open dialogue than what it is at the moment. But that's my diplomatic stance on it. And I know that's going to pee off more people than if I took a side. So I'm looking forward to Spawn 2 because that Tom Harden is a good actor. Spawn 2, yeah, I don't. Would be interesting. Gina Carano stuff. I mean, the whole Gina Carano thing was a bit different. That was about politics, and yet, yeah, that was a lot different. Killmonger died, didn't he? No. Well, you didn't. That's the thing, though. In Marvel, if you haven't seen him dead, buried and cremated, without, you know, just a black box being there or the body disappearing, then you know what I mean. Multiverse him back into canon, give him the suit. Well, I can't say because it's. I don't want to say anything because the season finale for What If is so fresh. But if you've seen it and you saw the end credit bit, well, no, just before the end credit bit, nearer to the end of the episode, you saw what they did. They could do it. And any new Deadpool movie is a must because reasons. Yes, well, yeah, there's definitely going to be a Deadpool 3. It'd be interesting to see how it comes in. Then Scarlett sue them. She did because they for breach of contract because they premiered the movie on the Disney Plus app at the same time as the box office release, and her stance was that would have hurt box office sales, even though doing the math it didn't. But her cut, because she gets a commission cut essentially, so if they sell X amount of tickets at the box office, she gets a percentage of it. And of course it wouldn't have been that high anyway because it's like one of the first movies out after the pandemic, but because, you know, those people still watched it at home, they paid the extra to see it at home. She didn't get a cut of that, so her argument was, well, I should have got a cut of that as well, which is fair. Hey, big friendly wargamer, how you doing, man? Our strive to human race falls into decline. 'Tis why we are so productive during war and disasters. That's true. No more touchy-feely nuke. No remorse from you, man. Alright, I think I've got all the bits that I want gold painted in gold. I don't know about this detail. Should I have that as gold or go with the green, or I'm worried there's going to be too much. Solid. Let's do gold. You know, that's the thing. I get distracted so easily, and it's 10 o'clock as well. I'm supposed to be doing the community focus actually. Whoosh. All right. Let me just. Actually, I'll keep the skull as it is. And I can neaten this up after because I'm going to be painting the shoulder pads in that creamy white colour anyway. Right. Almost there. There we go. That was pretty darn neat, actually. Sweet. Go with another layer. There. Alright. 6 minutes past. I know. Well, I forgot I was doing it anyway, so. So let's just make sure we got it ready. Right. Not that one. Okay. Spring. There we go. Right. So we are on the Fauxhammer Discord, and we'll see what people have posted. I haven't checked it since I posted my little message on there, so you know this is all going to be a refreshing look for me. We just there we go. All right, lock it, pop it, lock it. All right, that was cool. I forgot it did that. All right, so here we go. We have mutant wolf right here, and oh, that actually looks really nice. Actually, is it a blood raven? I think it's a blood raven because of the white on the shield, on the shoulder guard there. Yeah, nicely done. I like the base as well. It's quite neatly done. Nice work on the blade. Very nice. Thank you very much for posting that. We got Kuro Lily. I somehow think my one doesn't count. It does. You got half of it put together, so that's something. Yeah, I mean you can sub-assembly paint the cloak if you want. You don't really need to though. But yeah, looks good. It looks like you've built it cleanly, so that's all good. Not a chance in hell I'm getting mine painted by 10. Ah, well, need to change yourself now and then, don't ya? We got Mavlock here. Maybe not captain, but I'm proud of him. So I did mention, you know, if he hadn't already received the captain, then posted an equivalent would be good enough. And this looks like a salamander chaplain. And first of all, can I just say what he's done with the little heat glow sort of thing going on with that? That is pretty cool. I really do like that. Great skin tone as well. You've gone for the nice charcoal colouring, which is exactly how they're depicted. And that freehand on there. I don't know if I can zoom. Yeah, the zoom, super zoom. Oh no, it's sculpted. Okay, that's cool still. Nicely done. Thank you very much for posting it. Right, we have Ed Jam Sam. I get round to building them at some point. Ah, but you got them though. 3 of them. Greedy boy. Very greedy boy. But yeah, have fun with those. Go on, everyone say boo in the chat. Boo. I hope you ordered them online, you know, just to be fair. Yeah. Hang on, just gonna put the chat on, see who's crucified him for it. So next up we have DJ Dirty Dan. that's such a funny name. I love it. You know what? I completely forgot what camera I had on there as well. Ooh, that's terrible. Hang on. We need to sort that out. Sort that out right now, because that is not on. Need focus. Base reference. So yeah, as I said, DJ Dan, DJ Dirty Dan, excellent name. Exclusive captain is still on the slab, so here's my anniversary captain I received. Recently finished, sorry. Let's just magnify. Alex, oh, whoops. Uh-oh. What did I do? I zoomed in too much. Oh no! Now I've lost the focus. Okay. Alright, so yeah, no, it does look great. There we go, we'll hide that one. There you go, that's better, right? Oh, this is how we roll on the hobby corner, yo. So yeah, no, great work, man. I love the cape. You nailed the blue really nicely, and great bits of detail on there as well. So well done, man. Thank you so much for posting. Actual Alex, as opposed to the not actual Alex. I hope you're well. Thank you again. Primed and ready for some serious McCrag Blue and Rune Lord Brass application this weekend. Let's have a looky here. I see you got all your issues built and ready to go. Nice one. Yeah, I mean, enjoy batch painting now, because this is small scale batch paint that you'll be doing right now. Wait until later on. It's a lot worse. Let's see. What are we saying in the chat? There's my Blood Raven. Ah, it is a Blood Raven. Cool. Just, it just clicked. We didn't have to judge your choice of primer this week. Start over with Mechanicus Grey. No. Yeah, we've got some nice. Yeah, I am a pro. Thank you so much. Okay, so Mutant Wolf. Ah, you put the back shot. Ah, okay, love it. Right, so just that is, first of all, I like the shoulder guard. The shoulder guard's lovely. But that cape, that's a beautiful white you got going on there. Really nice and clean. So yeah, I really like that thing. Thank you so much for posting that. It looks really good. Boom. Nice. So boots, and your boots, and your boots, and your boots. So let me just hang on. I'm gonna see if I can, because someone else posted some work to me. It's not Imperium related. I don't think they actually got Imperium. Not that one. No, not that one. That one. But they've been updating me on some terrain projects that they've been doing, and they're usually a frequent viewer as well on the live shows. Let's have a look. Will it come up? I think that's been so. Okay, here we go, So what I'm going to do, bring that down. There we go. Easy peasy. So Total Nova has been working on this terrain set on the board and everything, and it's been working real hard on texturing the base and stuff, giving the stonework a wet look as well, and then using various flocks and stuff like that to texture the base. And these are sort of work in progress, and as you can see, it's built up a bit, and a bit of sand and paint. Actually painted the base. There was a bit where it was like he glued some flock down, and I was like, you need to paint the base first, and he's like, yeah, I realised after, but it's like, don't worry, just put some sand over it and it'll be alright. It looks like he's painted it all, which is great. And that's the end of that. But here's the other bit. So that's the little statue that he's made from one of the Wood Elves Wanderers. So it's giving it a gravelly look, and then there's the static grass as well. But yeah, I think that's pretty cool. What he's done there. Very nice little statue, and then yeah, the static grass inside there. Before you painted the base, there you go. Not shaming you or anything, mate. But yeah. So thank you very much for sending that. And yeah, I think that's it. So again, thank you so much, everyone, for posting your work and sharing it. I really do enjoy it, and I find it really inspirational whenever I'm in a bit of a funk. Just to have, other people's work to look upon and just see how much time and dedication and you know, how much inspiration you've put into it, and it inspires me to do my stuff as well. So once again, I do want to try and keep these a bit more regular, but yeah, thank you so much to everyone who posted your work. I really do appreciate it. It's a big shout out to all you guys. So a round of applause to everyone in the chat. I don't know, there's an emoji for that, isn't there? God, I gotta work on some custom emojis for when I get hit monetization. I'll have a proper like round of applause one. Oh, if anyone can find one, pop it in the chat. Okay, so we've got the gold down. Cool. Now what I want to do is do this blade. Now I love doing the blades. I don't feel I've got the right. I've got the right colours for it. Templars blue. I've got my white scar. I have to remember how I did it before. Cantor, we need a bit of Abaddon and no yellow. Right, I should do it. Keep these aside there. Right. So, let's do it. The Primaris Lieutenant took ages, but sometimes. That's cool, man. There's no shame in taking your time. Right, so with this, you don't really particularly need a small brush. In fact, just to prove it, I'm going to use a larger brush. This is a size 2 from Broken Toad. So, there we go. So I'm going to keep the palette. Yeah, so we've got some Abaddon Black. We've got I'll try and go 50-50 mix. Keep it thin because you don't want to get streaks on the blade. I'm just going to paint this on the entirety of the blade, like so. And this is going to be the base we work from. So it looks like it's on thick, but like I said, that's mostly just the moisture which will evaporate, leaving whatever little paint there is. Now there's no need to rinse your brush, you just add a bit more blue into it. Keep it moist. Mix it in like that. But you do have to make sure it's dry first before you put anything on. Problem is, I see minis, I buy minis, aggressors at the price. 4 copies is feasible. Yeah. That's why issue 6 sold out so quickly on all the pre-orders. I should have had the hairdryer. Hairdryer would make it so much quicker. But essentially what I want to achieve, and I did this one on the live stream as well, This one I painted live. See that blade right there? All of that from start to finish. So I want to achieve something similar on this dude's blade. I'm gonna have to flip the colours so it's like that. The darker one up. Let's see, with the darker one up or the lighter one up? The lighter one up. Alright, so in that case, I'm gonna go darker down there. What I'm gonna do is just leave a little bit of a gap there. Just go up from there. And because it's really wet at the moment, it's really thin. It's not gonna affect how it blends. So I'll go all the way down on this side. Make sure not to cross over. And then we do the same on the other side. So that's going all the way down up there. And then this side is going all the way up to about there. Okay. Right. So you see it's quite wet still. Now we want to do about 2 layers of that same tone, but just slightly up a little bit and then go down, and then that'll sort of give the blend effect, if you know what I mean. 2 squads of 6, yeah, go for it, man. I don't know how they work out points wise, but I'm sure they're gonna look freaking awesome. It's the problem with wet blending. You really need some time to let it dry. While we let that dry, let's just have an intermission with James Jonah Jameson. The real identity of Spider-Man is Peter Parker, the criminal. There we go. So I know this isn't really entertaining. Grown ass man blowing wet paint. Dry, come on, dry. I gotta make sure that this paint stays wet as well. Right. And then what I'll do is then I'll go into the Kantar blue. 2 layers of that just slowly overlapping, and then I'll start entering the mix. Putting into the mix some Temple Guard blue, a little bit at a time, and then going into that. And then once I go full on Temple Guard blue, I then put a bit of white into it. And then on the final bit, I want to put just a tiny bit of yellow in there, just to tint it slightly. I use hairdryer to speed up painting. I was using hairdryer to dry stuff until I warped a 40mm base. Oh, blooming hell. Went like a quaver. put an F in chat for you, man. Alright, I'm gonna just be impatient. So again, with this layer, it's all about just going slightly south of where you last left the last layer. Can you believe people will pay for these tutorials? You get free right here on the hobby corner. Giving away all the trade secrets. 40 points per aggressor. Eesh. You know what? Give me a second. It's gonna be terrible. Terrible for the sound quality. Just gonna broke something. Okay. I have it. Alright. I have it. So let's get some tunes on just because this is good. Some metal on. There we go. So if you hate the sound of a hairdryer, it's your time to tune out. I do apologise. The key is to not blow the paint where you don't want it. How bad did that sound? Right, and make sure that you take it off the heat setting. You know, you just put it on. Problem is, I've dried out my paint on my palette though. Just get a little bit more anti-blue in there. Again, you just want to glaze it, you know. It's not going to look right for a little while. As long as you keep going with it, it'll be fine. If you make any mistakes, you can always just quickly dab it away because it's quite moist still. You just make sure it's nice and there we go. Alright, now we're starting to get somewhere. was trying to dry a really thick layer of astrogranite. I actually done that before. Yeah, no, if you take it off the heat setting, you're alright. But thanks for a reminder, I forgot I had a tube. Nom nom. Oh man, I'm quite peckish actually. I do have a bag of lime Doritos actually, just waiting for post-show snacks. Alright, here we go again. I'm gonna just... There you go, I'm just muting myself while the music plays. And that's what we do for hobby cheats. Right, the problem is though, because the wind is blowing my little piece of paper that I'm using as a palette all over the place. So I'm gonna have to keep topping it up as well because it's drying out. Right, now I'm going full Kantar blue here. Again, nice and moist. I'm just going a little bit higher now. Breakdown for this one. You'll see it start to take shape eventually. It just takes a bit of patience. I'll pause it again. I know you can get ceramic tiles. I've had them before. I've had plates. I've got palettes, but I like having the sheets because you can use it as like a way of remembering what colours you've used and stuff like that without having other paints put on top. And you can write over it and just say, okay, I use this for that and this for that. You know, it's a good way of using it. So all right, let's get a bit more Kantar blue, straight up Kantar blue. And again, just a little bit over where it was. And a little bit down. So now what we need to do. Yeah, I mean, like, you get a whole. It's can't remember if you get a palette pad with whatchamacallit, with your free gifts, but you got it with the Mortal Realms one, and yeah, it's just perfect for that, keeping tabs on what you're doing. So now I've got Templar blue. I'm going to slowly start mixing it in Cantar blue. Let's just wet that up a bit. There we go. Now we're cooking. And of course, it'll take a little less time to dry, so you'll be doing less paint on there. So I think I've got about here. And that. There. Okay. Try not to swamp it. All the way to the top, just like that. There we go. Cool. You want to keep it sort of similar distance on all sides. It's already starting to take shape. Right, this I'm going to need the hairdryer with though, so apologies again. It's such a time saver, I love it. So I just hope I don't wake the wife and kids. Currently sleeping in the room next door. So, same colour again. A little bit off. A bit around, do the same. Out of it. There we go. Now, we can add a little bit more. And this, we'll be doing this until we get to pure Templar blue, and then we'll start adding the white. And when we sort of get to so much, then we can start adding yellow. But like I said, that's kind of like a final sort of layer. So, your. This isn't putting you off from wanting to do it yourselves. crazy seeing it dry in real time. Sorry, I forgot to mute then. Oh dear, I bet I woke up a few of you. So, where was I? Down about here. You can see a bit more of a transition going on there. And then just a little bit more down, but with the same color. So you're just reinforcing that layer. Get that done. Starting to get good. Don't forget everyone, Kev is on the lookout for a new motor. Oh, get off with the Reliant Robin. Best for him to walk the craft, better for us as well. I mean, how are you guys liking the or disliking the Graveyard Thoughts series? I mean, honest opinions now. We're three episodes in. This weekend, I've got another one to do. Like, is it food for thought? Is it just controversy for the sake of it? Or is it just genuine entertainment? So, what we need is graveyard cats. Oh no. No cat. Yeah, but can he handle the power? He can drive around the graveyard. No, I'm not gonna drive around a graveyard talking to a camera, knocking over tombstones. No, thank you. There we go. Forgot I had blue tack. The power level right up the street. They're waiting for us to go and it's pissing it down. It actually was raining in the second one, I think. So yeah. It's been there. Go upside down. Here we go. Let's get a bit more in there now. Push D. Okay. so we're looking for a nice thin consistency because we are sort of glazing essentially. Right, just neaten that bit up and break up some of that down there. There we go. Lovely jubbly. Lovely jubbly. And then just a little bit higher up. Oh, balls. There we go, saved it. Drive on the pathways. Always check the power of the hairdryer on your hair first before blowing the model. What, like this? Ah, dear. Someone's probably made a meme of that. I'm on the edge of the Pennines. Only way a Robin is getting around graveyards here is if it's pushing. I'm at the end of the Chilterns, so it's all real steep hills and valleys where I live. So yeah, Reliant Robin would just fall over like constantly. Eyebrows or armpit hair resembles good airflow for the me. That'd be Night Hawk recruit go. Oh no. Marilyn Monkev. Wow, thank you so much. So as you can see, it's getting there. There's that blend going on. So hang on, just gonna riveting stuff, I know. So, you get the idea. We're almost fully Temple Guard. Oh, that doesn't seem right. Okay. You can always check where you've overlapped it the other side if you want it to match. Alright. Yeah. Kev, no probs. I'll sort you out a stabilizer kit. He just sticks some like little bike stabilizer wheels on the front, right? Front splitter to go with them stabilizers, and he'll look like a bad boy. Oh man. What do you mean I look like a bad boy? I'm already a bad boy. Wow, okay. Definitely halfway line time now. Okay. Sort of end it sort of there. Good. Cool. So you have the Graveyard Thoughts videos. How about Graveyard Live painting stream? Yes, excellent. It's Bob Ross style painting in the graveyard though. Well, I'll just I'll whack my paintbrushes off the nearest tree or gravestone. I have no idea what you're saying, Mr. Lupus. No idea at all. I'm definitely gonna piss the wife off now. she's getting woken up and then she's just not saying anything because we're live, but as soon as we get off from being live, fucking waking me up when I got work in the morning. Yeah, fucking. Alright, so now we're at this stage where we're pure Temple Guard blue. We can start thinking about moving it up a notch color-wise. just scoop up that little excess at the bottom, because we don't want that drying solid, do we? And mess everything up. Beat the devil out of it in the graveyard. Yeah, of course I'm a bad boy. Hey, hey, representing as well. Been wearing this all day. Yeah, for my fellow chilly wargaming brethren. So, gotta let that dry again. Gotta let it dry again. Gotta dry it with a hair dryer, with the sorrows in the family. Please don't hate me. That went way too out. They jumped the side of the blade. That's another thing about using a hairdryer. Blast the paint too hard, it'll skip over. I'm using a clean wet brush to rub it away. And just dab it dry. Kind of fixed it. Kind of didn't. Never mind. I'm going to try and put less on now, because obviously I've been putting a lot of paint on. I'm going to be building up on it. Even though I've been doing really thin glazes, we don't want it to still accumulate too much. Right, let's get the blue in. You won't catch me doing out on my griffins, the 5 incestors I thwarted so far. Torch. Okay. No. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's tough. It is tough. So start putting just a little bit of white in there. There it goes. So I think we're sort of about there. Clean up time. this side is going to let me down a bit, actually. It keeps bleeding over as well. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. Right, and the technical term for what I'm doing, where I keep, you know, wiping the excess off on the paper, I think it's called wicking. So there you go. You learn something here as well. Oh. Wiping that away because I think that was way too heavy. I know I'm gonna have a tide mark. Don't worry. I'll fix it. So I went a bit too light there. So I've got to fix that. So I go back to the turquoise. Back over that. Blend it back in. And then hopefully that will help fix it a bit. Right. Music's finished already. Ah, man, what's the time? Is it 10 past already? Ah. Well, you get the idea. Essentially, sort of get into sort of getting it to go like that. You can see transition's not too off actually. So that's halfway done. And Blue Pizza style, here's one I made earlier. So that's the kind of effect I wanted to go over. So again, I'd keep adding until I got sort of, I'd say 50-50, no, I'd say even up to 25 turquoise to 75 white. And then I'd add the absolute tiniest little dab of Imperial yellow, wherever it is. The yellow's disappeared, but the absolute tiniest bit of yellow, so thin because it's so strong and it shows up, and that'll be the final 2 coats right at the end. It sort of gives it a nice little effect. So yeah, so blocked in some colours. We've got half the sword done, and more importantly, hang on, let's just bring this up. Bring it over it. Oh, I love it. There we go. We got our own Primaris Captain. Or Jameson. Get me those pictures of Spider-Man. So yeah, that's it for today's show. Again, big thank you to everyone who submitted their work. Again, I need to be a bit more organised with that. Maybe starting off my own Discord would be good, but I need someone to help me with that. too confident with how to work all that. But yeah, I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed painting this as well. Try and get finished this weekend as well. I do have a video due. I just need to cut it down a bit more. It's too long for what it is. So yeah, I've got to shorten that down. Hopefully that'll be done by the end of the weekend, and then of course there'll be another regular thoughts as well, and then of course on Monday we'll be doing a playthrough for issue 5. So yay, can't wait for that. And yeah, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, like it, share it, all that sort of stuff. Leave a comment as well. It all helps the channel massively. And I want to say a big thank you to all of you for hanging out with me this evening. And of course, if you want to help support the channel, there are many ways to do so. If you want to get an issue of Imperium magazine sponsored and have your name thrown around all over the internet in celebration, then you can make a donation on Streamlabs link or through PayPal, whichever. Just message me, and make sure you leave a note saying it's for that. You can also pre-order your stuff from Forbidden Planet and get your hobby stuff from Element Games. Make sure you use the code because you get loyalty points as well. And if you want to be an absolute legend, then you can be this young man, Mr. David Young, and be a member and buy me a copy where, well, as little as £2 a month, I'll support the channel. And actually, they don't even take a cut, really. They just take PayPal fees. So yeah, you could be safe in the knowledge that I'll be getting more of the money you donate to me than if YouTube membership was like, because I think they take like almost half. So anyways, big love to you all. I hope you have a fantastic weekend. Keep that work going, keep on top of it, don't let it pile up, and yeah, wish nothing but the best for you. So big love to you, peace.